Hi, I'm Bianca Brady. I am here with the 13th Wolfman. Ow! And you can watch me in Wormwood and the soon-to-be released Rendell and Violet Star next year. So check it out.
Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what? Today I meant to go out and see. I was going to go to the movies today, do a mobile movie review. And the movie I was going to see was Escape Room. Something came up and kind of got in the way of that plan. But that's fine because what came up is a good thing and a bad thing. So, the day before, I was reading the newspaper. Yes, I actually read newspapers. And in the newspaper it said that a local video store, a video rental store, is closing after 33 years. 33 years since the proprietor opened the store to when he closes the store. Now, this is, like I said, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's bad that this store is going away, but the good news is that the guy's going out on his own terms. He's in his 70s and he wants to retire. He doesn't want to sell the business to someone else that's going to ruin the good name of the store. It sounds like he's got some awesome customers. He's lived through format changes and streaming and all that, so none of that is pushing him out of business. He's just done. 33 years. He opened the store in 1985. He's closing it in a week. So, in the paper, they talk about all these movies that they're still there, and that, like I said, he's closing this in a week. And I'm like, well, how come I haven't heard about this fire sale? You know me, I love fire sales. I like to support, even if they're going out of business, I want to support the person that is going out of business. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to go down there, and so this kind of got in my way. I went in there, and I picked some stuff up. Everything, new, used, Blu-ray, DVD, it didn't matter. All movies were $1.99. So if it's unopened, it's $1.99. If it's opened, it's $1.99. If it's Blu-ray, you got it, $1.99. And they had TV shows there. I didn't get any TV shows, but the TV shows were $1 a disc. So if you go in there and you want the first season of a show, and the show takes up 5 discs, you owe them $5. Because you can't just buy one. You can't just buy, oh, I just need the first disc because my first disc is bad. No, you need to buy the whole season. That's just the way it is. So $5. I was like, wow, that's cool. $1 a disc. Very, very cool. So I'm going to show you the stuff that I picked up. And that's quite a bit. So I got 2 bags. This is the first bag. I actually alphabetized everything. I'm such a freak. So in here we've got, it's all horror pretty much too. Adopting Terror. I'd never heard of, some of the movies I've heard of, and some of the movies I have never heard of, and I think there's like 4 movies out of all these that I've seen. So, I've not heard of this, Adopting Terror, but it has Sean Astin in it. Huge fan of his, so pick that up. The Apparition. Now, as you can see, this is on Blu-ray, but it's in a DVD case, because, they do what Blockbuster did. I need to get cases. The Apparition, which I haven't seen, but Bad Match. Never even heard of this one, but from what I read on the back, it sounds like a Fatal Attraction for the modern age. Blackcoat's Daughter. Now I have heard of this one, and I never got a chance to see it, so here we go. Cannibal Farm. Now this is on DVD. This is definitely a DVD. I was going through the horror section and just looking at stuff and finding stuff that, like I said, never heard of or just never seen. And Cannibal Farm. This is a British movie, so sounds like it's kind of like, hey, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, England. Carnage Park. another Blu-ray. I believe this is a Shout Factory, so I figured, what the heck. This is the flip side of the cover. I didn't really care for the other side, the original side, so I flipped it. Maybe I'll find a copy of the cover and put it right here. I didn't even remember picking this one up. When I was looking through what I got, I'm like, Cherry Tree? I don't remember that, but it's got this chick with a centipede in her hand all bleeding out. Again, sounds really cool. Sounds like witches, supernatural type stuff. Looking forward to watching that. Don't Knock Twice. Another Blu-ray. IFC. I got quite a few movies that were from IFC. And this is IFC, also Shout Factory. And this does not have a reversible cover. I do remember that the inside of the cover has something else on it, but it's not a reversible. Again, looking forward to that. Katie Sackhoff, Lucy Boynton. Dorm of the Dead. How cheesy does this look? This looks pretty cheesy. But, yeah. I want to watch it and check it out. And like I said, I've never even heard of this. But I saw it and I thought, wow, that's cool. That's a cool zombie type film. Downhill. Another one I'd never heard of. I thought it might have been about downhill skiing or something, like, you know, some kind of slasher. But what I really like is that you can't see it really well, but on the tree right there. So I look at this, I'm like, oh cool, there's a pentagram on the tree, and there's a guy with like an axe or something in the background, you know, and I thought the cover looked kind of cool, so I grabbed it, you know. Just wasn't sure what to think. Drive-in horror show. This looked cheesy as all hell. And then I didn't even realize who was in this until I got home, until I got in the car and started reading, and you know who's in it. It's Ethan Zahn and Jenna or Jessica. Ethan Zahn, Jenna Moroska. Yeah, they're both from different Survivors here, on TV. They were like two different winners. I was like, but whatever. I want to see this, so let's see if they can act too. Now I've had the director of this movie on sit down. Also had him on Wicked Horror Show way back when. And I know that this is a hard movie to find, and so when I found it, I was like, this is way cool. It's because of this movie another movie was made. It is found. I've had Scott Shermer, the guy that directed this, on, and it's because of this movie that the movie Headless was made. Because there's a scene in the movie, they show a trailer for a movie called Headless, which didn't exist at the time, and then they turned around and made the movie. So, yeah, I found a couple of movies of people that have been on the show, and I was really happy about that. That was on DVD. This I've been wanting for a long time, and it's been out of print forever. So when I found a copy, I'm like, hey, yeah, cool. On Amazon, it sells for like $69. The Hazing with Tiffany Shepis. So, yeah, I've been wanting this forever, and it's been on my wish list on Amazon forever, but it's been out of print forever. So you just watch that little price next to the title go up and up and up. I'm like, I'm not paying $69 for a movie. So that was the first bag. Now we'll move on to the second one. Hashtag horror. Again, I didn't like the original cover. This is another Shout Factory. I flipped the cover on this one. I might find a copy of the cover and put it right there. So, hashtag horror. This I have seen. This is Ice Cream Truck, written and directed by Megan Friels Johnston, starring Deanna Russo. I had Megan and Deanna on sit down a while back ago when this first came out, and yeah. So this is another one I found as someone I've had on the show. I think that was the coolest thing, walking through and going, oh wow, I've had that person on that. Here's a zombie film that I don't hear anyone talk about that I think was one of the coolest zombie films ever. I would love to get both the actress and the director on from this movie. It Stains the Sand Red. This is This is definitely a good time zombie film. I don't know if you've seen this or are not. Tell me about it. Next is Let Us Pray. If you see the blue thing at the top there, these are all Blu-rays. I just need to get cases. I've heard of this. I haven't seen this. So, there you go. I don't know what else to say about it. This is a... Who put this out? Oh, this is a Dark Skies film movie. Okay, cool. So, they got a pretty good track record of putting stuff out. Again, heard of it, never seen it. Mayhem with Scott Yeun. Or Steven Yeun. From Walking Dead and Samara Weaving. So, look forward to watching this. Like I said, I've heard of it, I haven't seen it. The Midnight Horror Show. I love movies about carnivals and circuses and stuff and whatnot. This sounds like a good one, or just an interesting one. Don't really care for clowns, but whatever. I mean, they come with the territory. Open Grave. Yeah, another one I've heard of, but have not seen. Actually, when I read this, it sounded like I might have seen it, but I don't know if I'm confusing this with another movie, because a lot of these movies, the synopsises sound very similar to one another. This is a Tribeca film. Shut In with Naomi Watts. Again, I've been wanting to see this. Love Naomi Watts, so... Down to the bottom. The Vanishing of Sydney Hall. Never even heard of this movie. It was brand new, unopened. I'm like, okay, I'll grab it. It's got Elle Fanning, Michelle Monaghan, Kyle Chandler from Friday Night Lights. So, check that out. We Are What We Are. Again, heard of it. I haven't seen it. Don't know what to say. I mean, some of this stuff just kind of slips by you after a while, I think I have this on the DVR to watch. Then we got Werewolf. The Beast Among Us. I'm a werewolf fan, you guys know that. So, I mean, Wormwood, which, by the way, has Bianca Bradley in it, and I have interviewed Bianca Bradley. This was probably my favorite... not favorite interview overall, but it's just kind of like one of my favorite interviews because she's Australian, so she's living in Australia at the time, and I'm talking to her at like 5 o'clock my time, and it's 18 hours ahead of us, so it's tomorrow, it's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon or something like, or noon, yeah, somewhere around there. Tomorrow. It's just kind of a cool thing. She's a total sweetheart. Again, this is a Scream Factory thing. I flipped the cover on this just because, And the last but not least, Wolf Creek 2. I've seen Wolf Creek. I own Wolf Creek. I have not seen Wolf Creek 2. I've been wanting to. And it only costs $1.99. I think that's what the original Wolf Creek I got because Blockbuster was going out of business, So I got this one because Silver Lake Video is going out of business. It's a sad thing, it really is. I just I don't know what to say. I mean, it's sad that there aren't that many video rental places around anymore. But it's nice to see someone go out on their own, not being pushed out, not being manipulated into thinking, hey, streaming's going to be the wave of the future. It's not that. They're just saying, you know what, I want to retire. I want to get to some of the stuff my wife wants me to do at home. I want to just kick back. And what he doesn't sell, I think he's got like, I bought all this, and this didn't even put a dent in the stock that he has. And next week is the last week, so I might go back and see if I can find some more stuff. But I do plan on seeing that movie Escape Room, believe me. So that's it. That's everything. Tell me what you think. Have you seen any of these titles? What do you think of the titles? Always like, subscribe, share. Please comment. I want to know what you have to say. When you do subscribe, hit the button. That way you'll be notified anytime anything new comes up, like this crazy buy. And yeah, 27 movies. 27 movies. With all that, I am the 13th Wolfman, and yeah, I'm on the prowl.